Serving alongside an assault gun detachment are a number of paratroopers, all of whom are heavily armed for anti-tank warfare and are carrying examples of the Panzerfaust and the Panzershrek. While the assault gun goes into action in the tank killing role, which had by this time become its forte, other troops stalk and defeat a number of T34s using their anti-tank weapons. The effect of the Panzershrek is clearly seen here, the backblast being quite pronounced. Panzershrek and Panzerfaust could kill any Soviet tank, even the heavy JS-2. Fallschirmjäger continued fighting alongside regular army troops in Italy through to 1945. This sequence is particularly good for illustrating to great effect the use of anti-tank weapons. By this time, each German infantryman was well equipped for such a role, vital in the face of the abundance of Allied armour. By the end of 1944, German forces were defending the borders of the Reich. Many Fallschirmjäger units had been destroyed or surrendered in the Falaise pocket. The survivors were being reorganized and mainly placed in Kampfergruppen. Gazing out over a destroyed bridge on the Rhine is a Fallschirmjäger operating on the border with Holland. With the onset of winter, these paratroopers have adopted winter camouflage and are equipped for anti-tank warfare, being armed with Panzerfausts. A group of destroyed US Army Sherman tanks stand abandoned and forlorn in the snow, victims of the Fallschirmjäger. The paratroopers involved in the fighting in the Eifel during the early winter of 1944-45 had to contend with strong US forces. By this date, infantry could rarely call on armoured support. In the months from October to December, the supply of armoured vehicles, such as assault guns, were restricted as Hitler ordered stocks built up for the offensive in the Ardennes. The last major action in which the Fallschirmjäger participated was the Ardennes offensive launched in December 1944. Operating as ground troops were the 3rd and 5th Fallschirmjäger divisions. The former was attached to the 1st SS Panzer Corps and fought in the Monsgau area and Malmedy, St. Vith and Boot-Gelbach. The latter, under the command of Oberst Heilmann, fought in the Vianden sector at Witz and Bastogne. In one of the classic late-war images, Fallschirmjäger hitching a ride on a King Tiger. With the inevitable failure of Operation Wacht am Rhein, the fate of Nazi Germany was sealed from both the east and the west. The disintegration of the German military machine as the Allies advanced into Germany meant that it was no longer possible to talk about the Fallschirmjäger as a coherent military formation.